Welcome to Visualimo. This demonstration presents Wayplan, the management software dedicated to passenger transport companies. This video will show you how to carry out a complete operation loop, from the entry of an order file to its invoicing. In each step of the process, we will go to the essentials, as Wayplan is a software with many possibilities. Please note that other videos are available to deepen your knowledge. In addition, our consultants are available to answer all your specific questions. Let's log into Wayplan right away. Each company has a dedicated software on a secure address. Each company employee also has a specific access, allowing him to carry out the operations exclusively authorized by his function in the company. We are now connected into Wayplan. You are here on the home dashboard of the solution. Click here to open the menu of all available features on Wayplan. At the top of the page, you will also find a quick search to find any data about your customers and passengers, alerts for monitoring your activity, tutorials to complete your training. Below, this whole area offers practical shortcuts to visualize incoming requests, to access the planning of your jobs, to follow up or invoice your orders, or to track your bills and payments. Finally, we find global trends on the evolution of your mission volume and sales amount, a direct access to your profile and Waycorp network partners, presentation of other partners of the network. Here's what we could summarize about the dashboard that welcomes you when you access Wayplan. Let's now focus on the mission planning, which is the central interface for managing your activity. Here is the list of all the jobs already entered in your schedule. They are classified by date and time of pickup. All customers and all order files combined. Use the calendar to select the date of your choice, or enter a start date and end date to display your missions in the range you are interested in. On each job line, we can read two key informations. Here, the file number of the order associated to the job, and here, the mission status that we could define as its advancement state. Indeed, Wayplan proposes different statuses to identify in a second at which stage are each of your missions. We find all these statuses here at the top of the page. This bar illustrates the life cycle of a mission that starts on the far left with the status 0, when a new mission is created and when it has to be processed, and ends on the far right with the status G, meaning that the invoice has been generated. Between the two, the statuses allow you, for example, to know if the quotation has been sent, if the customer has confirmed the job, if it has been sent to the driver, or if the driver is on location, etc. Note that depending on the situation, you will not necessarily use all these statuses. For example, if you do not send a quotation to your client, you will not indicate the status 3 on the jobs concerned. A final point to close this chapter on the first marks in Wayplan. Notice how fast Wayplan allows you to find or display the requested informations. Everything is instantaneous. For example, I can use the ruler on the status to only visualize the confirmed jobs. I can search for jobs concerning a passenger or a customer. As soon as I start typing the passenger's name, the jobs list adapts in real time. It is also possible to search for a mission by any criteria. The magnifying glass icon here displays all the search possibilities by driver, by type of vehicle, by place, and many others. Here are the main informations to understand the mission planning. Let's now move on to the next step. Before creating your first order file, a small useful explanation to understand the organization of your jobs in Wayplan. When your client requires your services, he may need one or more jobs spread over one or several days. For this, all the jobs will be valued in the same order file, which will generate when you decide the quotation and the invoice grouping all the desired services. The file allows you to organize one or more jobs freely, according to your needs. To view an order file, simply click on the job schedule on any file number at the beginning of the line. This will display what we call folder mode. The interface of the folder mode looks like the mission schedule with a few differences. It contains only the jobs of the selected folder. The header displays the information to identify the client associated with the file, its request, and the global valuation of its order. New buttons on the right of the screen allow you to perform all the necessary operations, such as adding new jobs to the file, confirming them to the customer, forwarding them to the driver, etc. To return to the job schedule, just click on the top left arrow. Let's now create our first order folder. To do so, click on the Add a New Order button at the top right of the mission schedule and start by filling in the name of your customer. If your customer exists already, select him in the drop-down list. Otherwise, the new customer entered will be created directly at the same time as your order folder. Then click on the Add a New Customer and Order button at the bottom of the window, and you're done. The new folder appears instantly. It displays its ID number created by Wayplan here, as well as the name of the selected client. A first job line is proposed, which will remain empty until you enter your datas. Let's now move on to the next chapter. Once our order folder is created or selected, we will begin by entering key mission data. To do this, simply click on each box, let yourself be guided, and fill in the requested informations. Keep in mind that it is not mandatory to enter all the data at the time of your first entry. Complete your mission later, if necessary, when you will be able to do so. Here we go. Select the service type for your mission. We will take an airport transfer as an example, but be aware that the service catalog offered here will be completely customized according to your activity. Once this is done, select the date of your assignment. Then indicate the pickup time of your passenger and its drop-off time. Wayplan automatically switches from box to box as you enter. Note that the technology used instantly saves your data. It also allows several employees to work at the same time on the same interface. With Wayplan, you can manage your business from any internet-equipped workstation, safely and with maximum comfort. Here, we are in the passenger section. If this is a new passenger that has never been transported before, use the Add a Passenger button and create it instantly. If the passenger is known, enter the passenger's name here and select it. The passenger appears in the list. Click on it to specify the number of packs and the number of luggages associated with it. Repeat the same operations if you want to add more passengers. Wayplan calculates and displays the total number of packs and luggage in the upper right corner to make it easier for you to choose the vehicle that best suits your job. Finally, you can register instructions for each passenger, offer them a personalized service. The CRM integrated in Wayplan reports your notes to the planning level, but also to the Wayd application so that your driver can be advised directly. Then click on the itinerary section to fill in the pickup and drop-off address. Enter the first place you want to insert in the search box. When entering a place for the first time, simply enter its address, even partial. Once the place is identified, you have the option to register it under the name of your choice, which will facilitate its selection during a future use. Reproduce the same operations for the other addresses. It only takes a few seconds to build the complete itinerary of your job. If the place is an airport, you can indicate the flight number provided by your customer. Wayplan then displays all the relevant data: estimated date and time of flight, airport terminal, possible delay or advance on arrival time. In the Passengers tab, you have the possibility to specify for each passenger his place of pickup and his place of drop-off. Finally, the Map tab allows you to visualize the trip on the map, but also the number of kilometers and the estimated journey time for the whole trip. By changing the order of the steps, thanks to drag and drop, this information is updated instantly to help you optimize your trips. Let's now select the type of vehicle for our job. The types of vehicles presented here are also examples. Remember that the range that you will have will be customized according to your own fleet of vehicles. To complete the seizure of our job, we will give him a pricing. To do this, click to the far left of the line on the small down arrow to open the unfolded area. This area is dedicated to the price management of your services. The drop-down list in the center offers all the services you have configured, compatible with the data already entered on the job. Select a service. It's now associated with your job. You have the option to modify the data displayed by default, the description of the service, its possible purchase price, its discount, and its selling price. The area on the left shows the mileage and travel time estimated by Google. If you have specified a number of kilometers or a journey time included in your service, it is also displayed, so you can see in the dashboard whether or not it's useful to add additional kilometers, for example, to balance your fare. To add these additional kilometers or any additional fees or services, use the additional kilometers icons at the top right of the fare area. We have now completed the entrance of key mission data. Let's now look at how to complete our order file adding new jobs. As of now, this one contains only one job. To add a new job to our folder, click on the button on the right, Add a ride. Even simpler, if you want to add a return trip to the already entered job, click on the button Add the round trip. In one click, the new job is created by inverting the stages of the ride. We only have to give it a date and a time of return. Finally, Wayplan offers a very quick and convenient duplication tool for all your recurring jobs. Let's open a job that we want to duplicate. The Duplication of Your Job button, next to the Creation of a Round Trip button, allows you to copy-paste the selected mission on the period of your choice. You can even specify all the parameters you want to keep in the new jobs that will be created, and all in one operation. Notify as well that duplicated missions can be freely completed or modified according to your needs. Our order folder is now complete. Let's move on to the next step. In Wayplan, you know in live the progress of our order files and your jobs due to their respective status. As a reminder, the status of each of your jobs is displayed here, on the far right of each one. At the creation of our folder, the status indicated is 0, meaning that the jobs of this file are being processed by our services. When we are ready, we will simply click on one of the buttons in the statuses group to indicate the status of our folder. The quotation available button will indicate that our folder is finalized and that we are waiting for confirmation from our client. The customer confirmation button will indicate that the jobs of this folder are all confirmed by the client. This way, when we click on the customer confirmation button, the status of all jobs changes instantly to 4, awaiting planning. Note also that it is possible to specify the status of a job by clicking directly on it, like this. Please notify that in some situations, the status may change automatically. For example, you are notified in real time by a change of status as soon as your driver validates a step on his Wady app. Let's now look at how to communicate with your customer thanks to the Mail Templates module. Nothing easier. Click on the Send an Email button and choose a model corresponding to your need. I choose here the Mail Template, confirmation of your order. Wayplan allows me to view the complete content of the proposed email and, if necessary, to modify it before confirming its sending. Remember that the mail template selection proposed by default in Wayplan can be modified and enriched with your own models. Look at the result! It is clear that the quality and accuracy of your communications will become a real asset in your customer relationships. As you may have noticed, it is possible to attach to your emails the documents available in Wayplan. For example, the quotation or the invoice, as soon as it has been generated. Here is an example of a quotation generated by Wayplan. Several models are available according to your tastes and according to your needs. Now let's go back to the schedule and let's see how to plan your rides with Wayplan. If you want to quickly associate a driver to a job, just click on the Driver Partner box. Then, first select the relevant partner. If it is an employee driver, click on Internal. Then enter your driver's name in the search field and select him. The driver is well assigned to the job. Please notify that the process is exactly the same for assigning a vehicle to the job by clicking on the Vehicle box next to it. Wayplan also has a powerful function for planning and optimizing your rides, which we call Visualimo. To access it, click on the Visualimo button in the upper right corner. The interface displays on the left your resources, drivers or vehicles, depending on the option chosen by selecting here the switch Drivers Vehicles. In the center, we find the jobs already planned in the visual schedule. On the right, we access the list of the jobs we need to plan. The principle is simple. Be able to match the jobs of the right column with the resources of the left column by using the various possibilities and informations provided by Visualimo. To do so, click on a job. The two blue stripes that appear delimits the pickup and drop-off hours of the job in the visual schedule. To associate the job with a resource, simply click between the blue lines on the line concerned. My driver is then immediately positioned on the job. For better and faster planning, Visualimo offers you extremely practical features. Some examples. Use the filter to find a driver or vehicle compatible with specific criteria. Spoken language, specializations. Everything is customizable according to your organization. Another very useful information. The number of expected kilometers for the job to plan that facilitates you in the optimization of your driver's working day. Last tip. Know that the labels of geographical areas are terribly effective visual markers to quickly identify the best possible combinations. Click on a zone, like this, to see its precise location in more detail. The principle is as simple as juxtaposing dominoes. When two zones or two color codes are identical, you know at a glance that their sequence is logical. These features are just a few examples. Visualimo is a powerful interface that is used daily by the most demanding dispatch of your occupation. Also, do not hesitate to ask our consultant for a more complete demonstration. To return to the mission schedule, click on the arrow at the top left of the interface. Once the allocation of our resources is completed, it only takes a few clicks to transmit to each driver his job instructions. To do so, simply change the status of each job concerned from 4 to 5 by clicking on the status at the end of the line, like this. You can also massively change this status for a whole group of jobs in a single action. In the Massive Actions drop-down list, by selecting the status 5, you instantly send a notification on the mobile phone of all the drivers concerned, as well as an email containing the legal assignment form in a printable version. Your drivers can now view all the details needed to prepare their journeys and welcome their future passengers. To track your rides in real time, Wayplan provides your drivers with the Waydi application. This mobile app, available on iOS and Android, connects you in real time to your drivers, who will not only receive your directions to carry out their missions, but also be able to declare, step by step, all their activity. With Waydi, you can inform your customers in real time and offer them a modern and efficient level of service, as the biggest actors in people's transportation do. Once the jobs have been transmitted to the drivers, they receive a notification directly on their mobile phone. Therefore, the process is simple. Clicking on the notification received, Waydi opens to immediately display the job to be confirmed. After viewing all the necessary details, the driver clicks on Confirm. On the Wayplan side, the ride status instantly changed to 6. You know that your driver has checked all the informations, enabling him to prepare his job. When the job begins, it only takes a click for your driver to indicate the good progress of the ride at each of its stages. The driver clicks on I start when he goes to the pickup location. On the Wayplan side, you are informed in real time and the status of your job will evolve as the ride progresses. Next step, the driver clicks on location when he arrives at the pickup location. Then click Departure when you are on your way to the passenger's drop-off location. Once arrived at the drop-off location, the driver clicks on Arrival at Destination, then Passenger Dropped Off to confirm the drop-off of his passengers. Finally, the Close button indicates that the job is fully completed. The status of your job has changed in Wayplan throughout the steps. It is now positioned on the number 9. At each step, an email or SMS can be sent to inform your customer and keep them informed of the progress of your services. Last step for your driver, close his job. By clicking on the Close button, your driver has the possibility to enter any additional fees to be charged on the job and to add a useful comment to the person in charge of the billing. Your driver clicks to validate the closure of his job. All data are reported in real time and can be directly exploited on the Wayplan side. Once recorded, the data entered by the driver on his Waydi app are immediately available on the Wayplan side. The status S indicates that the job has been closed by your driver. The dashboard on the left shows the possible exceedances in time and kilometers between the driver's clock-in time on one hand, and on the other hand, what was provided in the initial estimation. The indications and additional costs recorded by the driver are visible in the area here, below the price of the job. All you have to do is add any additional billing using the icons present here at the top right of the pricing zone. Once your job is closed and valued, on your right, click on the button to generate the invoice. To view it, click on the Quick Print button in the Invoices group. Here is an example of an invoice generated by Wayplan. Please notice that several models are available and that you can select them according to your needs. Still in the Invoice section on the right, the Send by Email button allows you to send the invoice to your customer immediately. Find all the generated invoices in your Wayplan through the General menu by selecting Invoicing, then Invoices. From this list, you have the option of relaunching your customers whose invoices are overdue. The aim of this demonstration was to show you the main features of Wayplan. Going to the essentials. There are many other features to explore. Dedicated customer area, management of the commissions of your business providers, statistics, preparation of your driver's salary, and many more. Finally, the WayCorp business platform integrated into Wayplan is also to be discovered, including all its possibilities of collaboration. Do not hesitate to ask our consultant for a complimentary demonstration or to view the other video tutorials.